Okay, we'll get started. Thanks for making your time and joining the session. So myself, uh, Anup, and I hope you guys can able to hear me, right? Can someone please unmute yourself and confirm me?
Yes, Anup, we
Yeah,
can hear
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Fine. And so myself, Anup, and I have nearly 10 years of experience in IT testing industry. Predominantly, I was working on software testing and maintenance. So I've been a developer on my initial career. Then I switched to the functional testing, and then I moved into the automation. In predominantly in Tosca, I have around 6 years of experience. So now, and this is my 20th class maybe. So I have mentored many peoples in my career, in my professional life, and apart from professional life. So I have conducted many sessions, and I helped on transforming many people from functional testing to automation, and I cross-trained many associates from Selenium to Tosca and Catalog to Tosca because why we are predominantly focusing on Tosca means I'll explain you about benefits and its advantages of working in Tosca on upcoming sessions. But as the industry is moving towards the AI, right? Tosca is one of the tool which you no need to, not even one of the tool, it's a main tool which where you don't need to have any coding experience. Like now the software developers also, developers no need to sit and write codes. We just need to ask the prompt. We need to send the prompt and get the answers and include it in our files. So the development itself is moving into the non-coding perspective way. And why not the testing? So we'll cover all about that. And I'll reshare my screen. We'll look into the slides and I'll explain the course content and I'll give you the demo on what is Tosca and what is the capability of it. So you can get benefit over that. Hope my screen is visible. So
Yes.
welcome to the, yeah, thank you. So welcome to the session on Mastering Tosca. This is a 6-week challenge. Okay. So where we will be working on to cover most of the parts, including the enterprise grade automation, where we will be covering the Salesforce training and file automations and all. Okay. So now what we are going to majorly focus on this program is we are going to have a hands-on session. We are going to have hands-on session, which will be scenario driven. I'll be coming up with the multiple scenarios, which is real time, where we'll be using it. And we'll be designing and building a test cases on enterprise applications. And I'm planning to use Salesforce this time, and which will be ideal for the QA professionals who are currently working as a functional testers who want to convert their skill into automations, or else someone could have been having the Tosca knowledge as an base level, or else they want to upskill themselves because they may be the beginners on Tosca. So for them also, it will be the good opportunity. And additionally, we will be covering the certification part up to the Tricentis product consultant. Product consultant is a certification. To get that, we need to complete nearly 7 certifications. I'll be showing that path also. So the curriculum highlights it will be on, this is the spread for around 6 weeks. And all the 6 weeks, we'll be working on Tosca. We'll be doing hands-on and I'll be giving scenarios. You can daily work on the test cases, whatever we're covering in the scenario, in the sessions. And there'll be 2 projects which I'll be assigning, and it is good if you try and give us an output. So it will be helpful for us to rate your understanding level and help you to cover the parts which you need attention. So on the first week of session, we will be covering the foundation and test design. It's starting from the Tosca setup and what is Tosca and how to create the first test cases and all. And on second week of training, we will be covering the advanced automation, which means in Tosca, we have some of the features like buffers, libraries, looping statements, recovery scenarios, which will be helping you to optimize the Tosca scripts even more and help you to design the robust level test case, which means it will be easy to maintain and it will be less defect kind of. And on the third week, we'll be covering API and file automations. And APIs, we'll be having REST APIs for target and source. We'll try to hit it and get that content, and we'll try to convert those API calls into test cases. And also, we'll be automating the windows like savers features, or else in the browsers also we'll be having some pop-up site that we will try to cover. For example, the when you open application and post login, in some of the applications it will be asking to save passwords or some notification icons will come, right? That we will try to handle. And as part of APIs, we'll try to automate XMLs. And other than these three, we'll be covering Excel and PDF validations also. And on fourth week, we'll try to cover enterprise application. In this case, I'm planning to take Salesforce this time with CI/CD concepts. CI/CDs, I hope many could have been known, continuous integration and continuous development. Here, I'll try to carry the advantages of it and what is the benefit of integrating your test cases with CI/CDs. And on fifth week of training, we'll be creating the reports from Tosca and discussing on real world simulations. Okay, so that's all the plan which we are trying to go for it. And on sixth week, we'll be covering certification parts and career preparation. Don't think like on sixth week, we won't be having any Tosca hands-on. It will be there. We will be reviewing the test cases, whatever you have created on previous on these 5 weeks, or else we'll be having additional topics to cover which we left over, or else on some kind of hidden benefits which I will try to showcase at the time. And on top of it, we'll be covering the certification part and career preparation, which includes the LinkedIn optimization. I'll try to show one of the LinkedIn and how it is constructed, and how to ask for networking, and how to build a good resume for maybe for beginners of Tosca, or else for the one who is well experienced also. Okay, so this is the curriculum path which we are planning to cover as part of the session. And the key focus areas are, these are the areas which we'll be covering as part of this 30-day session. Out of the 30 days, you'll be focused mainly on UI API automations and XML, Excel, PDF handlings, including the Windows, and enterprise application automation, which means Salesforce this time, and CI/CD and reporting process, benefits of it, and setting up the architecture. You are not going to be the beginner at end of this Tosca training. I'll make sure that you are eligible to say it as think as an architecture. On many cases, you will be having you'll be asked to design a automation from scratch. There may be multiple projects where you will be asked to design the automation from the scratch. So we'll cover on architecture perspective also. And finally, you will be focusing on certificate readiness and career guidance also will be provided. So the key benefits are, you'll be getting real world project experience. We'll try to cover, we'll make sure that we are covering the real-time project problems on our day-to-day 6 weeks of session. And we will be covering the reusable test modules, which is a feature of Tosca, and certification interview preparations, resume and LinkedIn optimization. And we will be having peer reviews and final presentations also. And this is the format of this course, 6 weeks, and daily it will be 1 hour theory and hands-on training. This you will be doing it on your own machine and own Tosca license, which my team will be helping on you to set up the Tosca in your machines for the license purposes and installation and creating the projects. And our admin team will be there. You can reach out to them at any time, or in a daily classes. I'll be guiding you on how to do and all. Daily, it is good to have the training session, and after that we will be covering the following Tosca certifications like AS1, AS2, TDS 1, 2, 8, AE1, API, and finally this is a consultant exam. So our 6 weeks of training is mostly focused on these certifications, which is far more very well good enough for you to say like 5 years of experience. On predominantly, on most cases, if you have completed AS1, AS2, TDS1, that is, these 3 certifications is well good enough for you to apply 2 to 3 years of Tosca roles. If you completed AE1 and all, it is good to like 3 to 4 years of role. And if you completed until consultant certifications, you are eligible to apply for up to 5 years of experience. Okay. My focus is not about completing the certifications and marking in resume like this many certifications I have covered. I'll tell you the concept and what is covered in the certification and why it is done in this way. Is there any best practices can be included? So we will discuss all those points on based on the problems and weekly sessions. So you will be self-equipped to complete the certification by your own. Okay. And the deliverables are weekly will be conducting quizzes and mini project will be there. Final project will be there. Peer reviews will be happening and final presentation also will be occurring. And whom can enroll? Whoever is interested, they can enroll this Tosca training and build their knowledge on Tosca. But it is ideal for the QA engineers who is looking to enhance their career with the Tosca certifications, and the automation architects or as automation testers and the beginners who is currently working in Tosca or as in other automation tools like Selenium, Catalong, or Cypress maybe. They can also come and join this session because Tosca is the one of the market reading tool or where the many of the industry, I mean the clients all over the world, the companies are preferring Tosca for this very good features. Okay, and this is the training calendar which talks about this curriculum highlights. On week 1, we'll be covering the foundation test, and these are the sub activities and deliverables. We'll focus on this week 1 alone. On week 2, 3, 4 until 6 and all, I'll explain at the last. For this week until Friday, what we will be covering is foundation and test design, which will be including the setup, scanning, and creating. Sorry, someone have any questions?
Hello, sir. Rohit here.
Ravi here.
Yeah, hello, Ravi.
Yeah, hi. So as a part of the training, you're going to cover TDM and TDS as well, right?
Yeah, there's a plan for it. Based on the setup, we'll try to cover that.
Okay. And I can see like, and one more thing, we can also get the knowledge on or any kind of experience in any kind of SAP application. But I've seen most of the Tosca, the requirement I can see in outside. SAP also one of the requirement. So will it be possible us to get with that?
Yeah, it is possible. On week 4, we will be covering enterprise application automation. We'll decide that based on how many people are willing to choose SAP or Salesforce, or else we can go with the both actually. Couple of days on Salesforce, and because both Salesforce and SAP are hand in hand, which means if you automate Salesforce application, it is as similar as automating SAP also. The only change is Salesforce is used to certain kind of workflows and SAP is used for certain kind of workflows. That's all the only difference. Other than that, automating both the applications in Tosca perspective, both are same.
Okay.
Sir, are you
Yeah.
covering DEX as well?
Dex, not only Dex, Jenkins Dex, we'll try to, I'll try to show, but I'll be delivering the concept of it and what is the advantages of it and how to integrate it and how to run it from the Tosca perspective.
Okay. Okay. Actually, my years of experience is almost 10 years, sir. So is it fruitful for me right now to learn Tosca?
Yeah, it's very good because I assume like you will be in some kind of lead role. So for you, how it will be helpful is on if we know Tosca and how the automation is occurring, you can guide the team and you can set the expectations and you can manage the expectations from the client and the leadership perspective. Because as you're 10 years old, either you'll be put it into two roles. One is on handling the team or else working in a team. If you understood Tosca well and if you're able to spend time and automate the things means you can become a Tosca tester and soon in the path you'll become a Tosca architect also. So that will be the good role. Or else if you're handling the team and you will be oversighting the team, you will be assigning the task, that means you can become the automation lead, for which you need to understand what is Tosca and what can be automated and what can't be automated. So if you come to know about that difference means it will be helpful for you to handle the team actually.
Okay.
So
One
yes, you
last
can
question I have.
learn that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, means how is the demand of Tosca right now in the market? As I can see, there are some less calls
Uh, Sorry, come again. Demand of Tosca in?
in the current market, because as I can see, there are means very less calls in the market right now.
Uh, I've been working in Tosca from the year of 2017. This is my 8th year I'm working in Tosca. So for the past 5 years, I'm completely working in Tosca alone. And to be in specific, I'm working in my 4th organization. And on all these 4 organizations, I've been switched only in Tosca role. And by using the Tosca, I've been deployed into the on-site locations. And to be in specific, I traveled Europe couple of times. One is Switzerland and one is France. And both is for client meetings and the um, product demo and the deployment supports and all. All these have happened because of one particular tool, nothing but it is Tosca. One thing about Tosca is there is lesser number of people around the market. And it is not like Selenium or as other tool where we'll be having n number of competitions. So if you go and search for Selenium role, if any job openings come for Selenium, you'll be seeing 100 applicants will be applied within a span of minutes. But for Tosca, it is not the case because there is lesser number of qualified working professionals is there in Tosca. So when the job application comes, and if you applied and if you cracked interviews means it is double X the salary terms when compared with the Selenium tester. For an instance, for a 5 years of Selenium automation tester is getting 10 lakhs per annum means you'll be getting for 5 years same for the same 5 years in Tosca you'll be getting 15 LPA.
Okay. So the demand is good right now.
Yeah, because you may not be seeing multiple job openings for Tosca because it is a paid tool. It is not the open source.
Yes.
So it's
Yes,
a
correct.
paid tool. Only the organizations who is willing to pay who is actually doing large business around the world, right? They'll be going for this Tosca tool. The advantage
Yes.
of it, when the client is able to bill for the Tosca, pay for Tosca, they'll be actually paying you good. If we go for Selenium or other open source tool, they'll be smaller organizations. They'll be setting up the short-term projects actually. When the project ends, you may or may not be there in that project, or else maybe if you go for the small kind of team, which is a single member project or two people's projects, means you will be relieved after completing that projects, even from the organizations also. Advantage of Tosca is the limited number of people will be there. At the same time, the pay will be good because you will be landing into the peoples who is able to afford it. It's a premium tool. So the clients also will be from premium customers. So the projects will be stable because as client is going to pay for uh, dollars of amount for Tosca license and setups, they will be having projects minimum for 2-3 years for one single project I'm talking about. Okay,
Okay.
so
Thank you.
I yeah, thank you. So I'll continue my slides. So for this week one, we'll be covering foundation and test design. So where we will be looking into the setup, scanning, and manual test case creation. Manual test case creation is nothing but we'll try to complete one test case in Tosca. We'll see the manual workflow, how it is going. We'll try to recreate in the automation flow. Okay. So this will be the deliverable. We'll be completing the workplace setup and scanning the modules. Okay. So this is the activity of target of the week one. Okay. So we'll get started into Tosca. And this is the introduction. Let's kind of few points. And don't worry, I will share this PPT at end of our course. So you can refer all this PPT and it will be with you. So Tosca Setos is a software tool which is used for both functional and regression. So which means Tosca will support you to automate both agile and waterfall methodology softwares. And second thing is Tosca is having advantage of supporting agile softwares, and it will help you to automate end-to-end test cases. And it is having the also Tosca. Why Tosca is called as Tosca set to test suite means it is a collection of multiple features. Not like other tools where you will be coding in one particular tool and reporting will happen on another plugin, and reports will be stored in some other location, and dashboards will be integrated. All those will be handled in a separate way, right? But here in Tosca, everything is packed into a single tool. So that's why it is called comprehensive test management. So within the Tosca itself, you can design, you can build, you can execute, you can report. Report in the sense you can generate the execution report, and also you can report the bug also. And at the same time, you can able to track your requirements. So this is the very good benefit of Tosca. And the third and main point actually is Tosca is a scriptless automation tool, which means you no need to worry about what coding you need to learn. There is no any prerequisite for this Tosca. Simply you need to install Tosca and scan and create the test cases. That's all. So it is easy for anyone to easily adapt to their workflows and their projects. And it's very easy to learn because no coding is involved, no complex logics will be there to do. But only one advice which I will give is try to understand more Tosca. What I mean to say is here in this Tosca, what we are actually trying to do is we have Tosca as one of the tool. It's an application which will interact with your application. Your application can be UI, UI front end UI, or else in the UI itself it can be Salesforce or SAP or some other Angular based applications, right? So what is actually happening is Tosca is an application that is going to communicate with another application, right? So application to application is going to connect. So you are the middle person who is going to set up the things, how that communication should happen. So that is not done via codings and all, just the scanning and design part. So if we understood that well, the lesser number of failures will be there in your script, and it will be easy for you to execute multiple times also on multiple environments. So Tosca is a scriptless, no code automation tool. So whoever in this batch and whoever is thinking like they don't know coding, they haven't any coding knowledge, or else they don't prefer coding, means no need to work, no need to worry upon that, because Tosca doesn't require any coding knowledge. And Tosca supports GUI, DB, API testing, test data design, and generation and exploit testing also. And one of the major advantage of Tosca is it follows the model-based scriptless automation approach. So you no need to worry about any data and any frameworks and all. You can simply go as per your application model and application workflow. That's all. And Tosca is the testing platform which will help you to generate the reports and integrate with your Jira and ALM applications, CLM and TeamCity, Jenkins, Dex and all. So it will help you to execute multiple times and continuously and unattendedly. And at the same time, you can generate reports and feedbacks in a real time without any glitch. And finally, it's allow you to design functional, automated, and end-to-end softwares across all layers. What I mean to say is here, as I said at the before, in all layers and sense, either your projects follows agile methodology or else waterfall. Agile in the sense, as you know, we'll be receiving in multiple builds, right? Build one, build two, or else sprints, right? In all those levels, Tosca will help you to automate. Or else in waterfall, once the design is done and development is done and deployed for testers, right? There also you can do. Okay, so this is the benefits of Tosca, multi-feature in one tool, which will help you to cover both test management and automation under one roof, and no scripting required. As I said, Tosca is a fabulous tool which helps you to do without any scripting. And testing methodology, as I said, it's used for both agile and waterfall, and it help you to automate on all layers of application development. And it supports multiple technology starting from SAP to Salesforce, HTML, Java, Oracle, and even the custom mainframes also can be automated. And as it is one of the paid tool, right, we will be getting the quality vendor support. For instance, if you are facing any issues on your Tosca, or else you can't able to crack one of the particular work scenario in your automation, means you can reach out to them. They will try to give you the solutions as soon as possible, because the clients will be having the defined context to them when you get the Tosca license. So these are the major benefits of Tosca. It's a multi-feature in one tool, no scripting required, and it covers most of testing methodology. It implies and help you to automate your application on all testing methodologies, and it supports multiple technologies and quality vendor support. Okay, so now we shall try to automate a simple use case. Okay, So the objective is we are going to automate a login logout flow using Tosca. And I'll give you the app overview, which means what we are going to automate. We'll scan the modules, we'll design the test case, and we'll set the test sheet or else the TCPs, and we'll execute. Okay, so these test sheets and TCPs, what I'm trying to say, maybe kind of technical words, but definitely you'll get it during the demo which we are going to do now. Okay, so let's switch to Tosca. So this is the Tosca UI. Okay, so this is how the Tosca looks to you. Okay, I'll be covering how to get the license and how to set up the projects on the future classes. Okay, as it is a demo, I don't want to spend time over there and talk much about the how to set up and all. So we'll directly switch into how to do automation. Okay, setup part will be on hold as of now. We'll take after 2-3 classes. Okay, so now what we are going to do is this is a Tosca and this is the application which you are going to automate. Okay, so this is the particular application which is given by Tricentis. Tricentis is nothing but the parent company who is developed the Tosca. Okay, so they designed this website especially for Tosca automation. Okay, so but in this particular website, we are going to click on this login and we are going to populate this email, this email and password, and we are going to log in inside. Okay, so this is the use case. Okay, so how to do? If anyone in this group have done automation before, means they could have been known in any tool. If the coding involves, means we need to get multiple coding elements of this thread. For example, for this login button, we need to get the elements of it. So this is the class it belongs. This is the inner text which has. This is the tag which comes from. So this is under the list. So you need to look into all these things, and based on the properties of this particular web page has been developed, you need to go and develop your automation scripts, right? In any automation tools I'm talking about, that is not required in Tosca. What all you need to do is here you will be having one area called modules. So here in this modules, you can. What I will do is I'll create a folder and I'll name like demo web shop. Okay, this I'm naming it as similar to my project. My project is demo web shop, right? So let's name it like this. And inside that, let me right click and scan. Maybe I'll try to repeat it once again. Okay, so what is our use cases? We are going to click on this login and populate this email and password fields and click on login button again. So it will take us inside. That is a manual use case. How we are going to do it in Tosca is, in Tosca, there is a section called modules. I will explain about how to set up, what is modules, what is requirement, what are these folder structures and all in the future classes. We'll concentrate only on how to achieve this automation in Tosca. So for that, I created one of the folder here. How to create? Right click and create folder. So I named it as a demo web shop. Okay, as I already created, I will delete it. So here in this demo web shop, what I'm going to do is again right click. We can see options called scan. Right. So in this option, you need to click application because ours is an application, right? So it's a U application. So if you click this application, it will be starting the Xscan where you will be getting the pop-up which will list the number of applications has been opened at the time. So here in this is the application which we need to automate. By seeing this particular UI, we can able to understand what is the application has been opened, which you need to automate. So once I select my desired application, I need to give scan. Now, as you see, all the technical properties nothing but the buttons, the images, the tables, and the text entry fields all get listed here in the form of modules and module attributes. This is a term which we will say in Tosca, module attributes and modules. Okay, so here, if you see, this is the button which we need to click. So this is the button we need, right? Login. And if you see, login button is there. So, but how to confirm whether it's the same button I'm referring here? So once you click here, you can give highlight section. Sorry, highlight selection. If you do that, it will highlight and show it for you. See, so here it shows the same, right? And similarly, if I click on email, it will get highlighted here. And if I click on password, it will get highlighted. And there is one more button, login. So if I click here, it will get highlighted. So these are the 4 buttons, this login, this text entry fields, and login button. So I'm ensuring I'm selecting the right options. So now what to do? We given right click and we scanned the application and the elements got listed here, right? Now what to do is you need to select the properties. I mean, select the buttons which you need for automation. So I need this button. So I'm selecting this. Here, if you see the small checkbox that you need to give check. And if you see here, I have email. There is 2 emails are there, basically. So one is this particular email, which is a label, and this is the text entry field. Okay. So when I click this email and give highlight, it will show behind this, which is showing this label. Label I don't need. I need only the text entry field. So for this, we need to go for this text entry field. So select this one and select the password also, and we need login button also. So what we did, we scanned and we chosen our required fields, whatever we need for our automation, right? And give save and close. That's all. So properties, whichever you need for your automation, right? All we converted in form of module attributes. So this login button is nothing but this particular hyperlink. And these 2 fields are nothing but the text entry fields, email and password. And this login button is this one. And as there is a same name login, it is having _1. So it's better to rename that as a button. And better to rename others also. So it's a best practice. So here it will be like hyperlink, and this will be the email text entry field. So I will do the same for password also. So now, as you see, we collected the required properties for our automation. 4 buttons we need. 4 is converted into form of module attributes. This is module. This is inside that module attributes. So now the required buttons has been collected into Tosca. How to create test case? Very simple. Go to the test case folder, create a folder, or else you may be having a folder already, but let me create it for now. I renamed it as a demo web shop. So inside that, we need to create a test case first. Okay. So what I did, I right clicked, I created a folder. So inside a folder, again, I'm right clicking and creating the test case. So this test case, I'm going to log in like, sorry. So this test case is all about demo web shop, right? So in this demo web shop, we'll be having multiple use cases. So see, this is our project. Don't confuse with the namings, okay? So this is the project which we'll be having, or else you can name it as a anything like session on Tosca. So this will be our project maybe. And this is the application which we are going to automate, or else this is the in that application, this is the use case which you're going to do, right? So you can name like login. So for this demo, what we are actually doing is we are going to work on one particular project, which is called demo web shop. So I'm naming this particular folder as a demo web shop project. Okay, hope you're clear. And this is a test case which is going to cover multiple scenarios within the application. It will be having login, logout, and adding the elements. This site is nothing but basically a shopping site. So we'll cover all the test cases. So here we created test case, right? What we will, what is the next step? We need to, we already have collected our required attributes, right? In the form of modules. Just select that, just click and drag and drop into your test case. That's all, very simple. I'll give Control Z. Okay, so I'll do it once again. We already have our modules, which is nothing but the collection of properties from the target application. And it is having the required buttons in the form of module attributes, right? Just click the module button, drag and drop inside your test case. That's all. Or else there is one more way, which means here click a test case, right click, and if you go at the bottom, search and add tester. There is two ways. As I said, one is drag and drop, or else by right clicking your application, right clicking a test case and choose search and add tester. The shortcut is Control T. So here you need to search your module. So what is our module? Our module is, see, this is the one. So I'll show it once again. Maybe I'll rename this also. So it is for your understanding. So this is the login of demo web shop. So if you have the unique name in your folder structure and all your elements, it will be easy for you to understand it. So now this particular collection is about login feature, right? So come here and give Control T. And if you search means I copy pasted, but let me search for you. So if you give login, see, you'll be having a lot of logins, whatever is there inside the Tosca, which I previously scanned or previously available. So if you see here, this is the login demo web shop which I need. Right. So clicking that will help you to attach to your test case. Very simple, right? So now let's try to pass the comments. So here in the value column, if you see the value column, you'll be having the option to select the click the sense nothing, but you're going to give the input. You are saying Tosca to click on this particular button. And here, no click or double click, right click and all. You need to send some data basically. What data we need? We need to send our email ID, right? So I have email ID already created. So I'll just copy and paste it to my value section. That's all. And similarly, I need the password. Password is nothing but I copy pasted. I pasted. So now, how your use case goes? You need to click on login, and you need to give email, and you need to give password, and you need to click login again, right? So now here also you need to give click. That's all. Your test case is ready. So now, what is the next step? We collected the properties. We created our test cases. Next is to run it. How to run? Right click and run in dashboard. So if you run, let's see. At the bottom, you can see the progress bar. Let's wait for Tosca to. Okay. See, it has passed by itself and it got logged in. And at the bottom of the bar, you could have seen like progress bar turned into green. And see, this is the input, this is the output which we get. So it clicked on that particular button, it passed that value, and login is successful, and test case also successful. And here also login has successfully performed. So now we need to log out, right? So how to do? I'll do one more time again, so it will be easy for you to understand. Again, I'll go to the same project. I will give scan and choose the application. Here I choose the application which I need, and I'm looking for logout. So if you see, I need this logout. So this is the logout. Okay, yeah. Save. See, I just selected this checkbox and saved and closed. That's all. Now here I have logout alone, right? Let me rename it. It will be logout. And this is a hyperlink, right? Let me rename this also. So it will give you the one is in look wise, it will be easy to understand and appearance will be good. And second thing is it will be easy for someone to come and debug at the future. Okay, so in this Tosca test case, you need to add logout now. So search for it. See, logout is there. Okay, so here you need to click. So now let's run this alone. Okay, we already performed this step, right? No need to do anything now. Let's execute this alone. So now Tosca will execute that particular test step alone, which will go and click on the logout. This is the first time I'm automating this application, so it is taking much time. But when we continuously execute it, it won't take this much time also. So as you see, login, logout has performed and logout has been successful in the application also. So this is how the automation occurs. So for the demo workshop application, we completed login, logout as simple as it is. Zero coding involved. We just scanned a few things, right click and scan. Scanning is the part where you will be basically collecting the certain informations. You'll be collecting the buttons, whichever you need, and either you can drag and drop or else you can search and add those modules to your test case and give controls and execute. As simple as it is. Any questions as of now?
Hello.
Yeah.
My question is
Yes.
like to gain knowledge on Tosca, whether we need to come up with manual testing or it's like from scratch to start, because I see like from testing is the base route, right? So we should learn that one and we'll start learning Tosca, or else like in this Tosca only that will also get covered.
Only Tosca is fine because how the automation occurs is either they will give you the manual test case, which will be having instructions, or else the manual tester could have been performed some testing and give you that particular flow in the form of videos, recordings. So same you can do it in an application and you try to get the elements in Tosca and it can go for automation. Hope it answered your question.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So Selenium, Tosca is compared to Selenium, how this Tosca is being exploring more, because as we checked in the Nectar somewhere, we can see Tosca in the list in the top 5 or top 4, but not in the top 1. So almost mainly that Selenium will be placed in top 1 or 2, as someone said. Just want to know like how this Tosca will be stable with AI modulations, and what is the future for this one? Because nowadays manual testing is going to end. As I see, like manual testing opportunities are being reduced so much. In my company also, all the people has been migrated to Selenium using Java or Python BBD frameworks like that. So how this Tosca will be surviving in this?
Yeah, see, Tosca is having an option where what we currently doing, we are going and scanning these applications, right? I mean, we are opening application, we are scanning something, and those buttons are converted in form of modules and module attributes, right? On the current version of Tosca, what they are doing is there will be a chat window at this right hand side corner where it is called as Tosca Copilot basically. Okay, see, if you see here, you can see like Tosca agentic option is there, right? So Tosca will be having the AI feature. There we can just simply give comments and it will go and collect these data and give it to you. See, already if you go to the Selenium, code will be available from the chat GPT or any LLM models, but that particular person should have the Selenium knowledge to do that. It's not like anyone can copy something and put it into the BOM files and make it run. It's not like that. Someone should have the basic and medium level of Selenium knowledge to search something and get it from the LLMs, right? That should be there. But for Tosca, you don't need to have that also. You just need to understand what is Tosca and how to scan modules and how to link with your test cases. So answering to your question, yes, Tosca is going to have the AI integration with it. Already it is having agentic AI for explaining the test cases and all. And in future, it will be having the modules also. Okay, so and for another question which you asked, it is not in top 5. It's not like that. Tosca is the premium one. Okay, Selenium is open source, so the number of people using Selenium is more, and number of projects are used in Selenium is more. That is fine, but Tosca has been in market for the last 10 years, and for the past 5 years, it has been very much evolved because I've been seeing Tosca for the past 8 years. The initial version of Tosca and the current version of Tosca is pretty much evolved so a lot. So Tosca is having a very good feature, and it, as I said, it is covering from data, test planning, configurations, issues. You can report the issues here. You can execute, and all the reports will be available here. You can design your test cases. You can map your requirements, and it's a collection of your code. Code is nothing but the modules, and you can execute it locally. And test case can be maintained here. This can be integrated with your what to say, your ALMs or Jenkins, and API testing can be performed. Everything is can be done in a single umbrella. That's why Tosca is a well advanced tool in this market. Okay, so is there any other questions?
Okay, so same person, like I would like to know, I am from the project team. So I have overall 5 years of experience. So should I can I convert this 5 years of experience in Tosca, or should I start from freshers only? And also,
Not
what
liquid.
are the opportunities that are available for a freshers? Do we have freshers available in Tosca?
No.
Fresher jobs.
We'll talk about all those things during your 6th week of session, which is about career guidance. But what the hint I will give is, you no need to give up your current 5 years of experience. What we can say is you can get trained in Tosca for up to the level of 2 or 3 years of experience, and you can project you can update your resume like for the past couple of years you are working in Tosca, and you can attend interviews from the knowledge which you are gaining from the session.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
So you no need to give up your last 5 years of experience. we can upgrade you can change your resume. Like for the past couple of years, you are working in Tosca. And based on this particular session, you can attend your interviews and crack the interviews for sure. Okay, so now the time is 10. So thanks for joining. I'll be in this call for next 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be addressing your questions. So for all the participants who have joined, so what is the outcome of this is, if you're interested for the session, reach out to the admin team and they will reach out to you, and you can also reach out to them and you can enroll the session. And on the following weeks, we will be having the continuous class daily for the same time, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'll be covering most of the modules, starting from the topics whichever I covered, and we at the end of the session you will be having a knowledge of the full enterprise automation. So this is a good tool for you to choose. No need to worry about any coding knowledge or what is the prerequisites and all. Our team will help you to set up the Tosca and getting the license. And I'll be conducting the classes in such a way you'll be easy to understand and you'll be automating the application on your own. And end of the session, you'll be ready with certain number of certifications, and you'll be having the proper guidance of how to update your resume and how to apply and how to crack the interviews. Okay, thanks for your time. I'll be on this call. Feel free to ask your questions. Or else if someone is from non-testing background, if they're having any questions on how to switch to Tosca or else how to switch to testing.
Hi, this is Subbarao.
Also, Subbarao.
So is this possible to get a job without this Tosca certification, or will that be a mandatory one?
Tosca certifications means which you talking about, this AS1, AS2, TDS1 and
Yes,
those things?
yes.
These are free certifications actually. I will say how to enroll and how to complete it and how to get it. These are very, it's not a cost actually. It's free certifications, which is provided by the Tricentis itself. But answering to your question, if you have the certifications and it is mentioned in a resume, means it is an added advantage. Because job notifications are specifically mentioned for the peoples it's asking to complete AS1, AS2s for the two years of experience. As I said, for the 4 years of experience, up to AE1 they will go. Don't worry about certifications. It's very simple. Only the videos will be there and some hands-on sessions will be there. End of each session, each course, you'll be asked only 5 questions. And the consultant is around 30 question exam. I'll guide it. It's not a problem.
Okay, got it. And consultants is the highest one, and after that we don't have any.
No, it is there.
Lots of certificates are there.
Yeah, lots of certificates are there.
Okay. Till consultant, it is needed.
This is far more enough for you guys.
Okay.
The people who were starting to Tosca, it's AS1, AS2, TDS1 is good, and who is approaching like up to 3-4 years of experience means they can go for TDS1, TDS2, and AE1, APAs and all. For 5 years plus who is targeting, they can go up to consultants.
So, sir, for AS1, AS2 certifications, as you said, I already going through the videos, but for the certification, do we need to do or perform any kind of mini project at the end, or like what it will be?
It's good that if you do the hands-on. So intention of certification is not only getting the certifications and badges, right? So if you try to install the Tosca and try to do the use cases, whichever has been mentioned, right? So you will get the.
Yeah,
Mhm.
what is happening? I already assigned to the project where the Tosca is getting used, and they told me to from tomorrow onwards only I need to do the scripts and all those things. I told them I will do, but I don't have that much of confidence ki I can able to do or not. So that is the
Not a
reason.
problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. What you can do is you can learn at the real time itself, because you are far more lucky enough to work in Tosca without completing the certifications, right? So you can do the POC on your application itself. You can slowly start building step by step. See, at the beginning, everyone will be like, we'll be starting at this point zero. We won't be
Yeah.
having any idea. So once you crack the first step, definitely you will be aiming for second step. And once you crack the second step, you will be marching towards the end, right? So each and every step, if you crack, I'll be there to help. So even for your project doubts, right? We can have an offline chat, and we can share your problem statements, and I'll give you the ideas on that part. Not a problem.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Sure.
Thank you. Any other questions for anyone?
Yeah, Srikanth is this side.
Hello, Srikant.
Yeah, my experience is manual testing with Salesforce CRM, and looks like in this section covering like web application, right? Correct?
Yeah. My current
And
project is also in Salesforce CRM only.
okay,
I've been automating the Salesforce application for the past couple of years. And I'm automating 4 different applications.
mhm.
It's
Okay,
very good. Tell me.
yeah, and then like, is it covering in these sections like some demo like application like we with Salesforce CRM? It will be help to me to learn. Easy to like
Uh,
automate
uh,
Salesforce application.
the problem with sales and SAP and all, right? We need to pay as a training institute. We also need to pay hefty amount of licensing charges. So based on the available license, because I can't assure you now whether I'll be taking the Salesforce CRM or else Salesforce Dynamic or else the that part I yet to confirm. Okay, based on the available license, I'll try to cover the Salesforce topic, but as a given context, right? The difference between sales and SAP courses, Salesforce and the SAP is nothing but the how the application has been developed and designed. But from Tosca perspective, both are same. And same applies to your Salesforce CRM and the Salesforce other modules also. From the Tosca, we are going to automate in the same way how we are automating for other applications. So from Tosca, there won't be any differences. Either it is CRM or some other modules, or else it's Salesforce or some other SAP. So you don't need to worry about that particular part and all, because everything is similar.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Steve. I'm seeing Van has raised his hands.
Hi, I have two question. You have a Teams Pro for translate live caption, and it's possible to follow the course in asynchron, because in live for me is not possible. You have a Teams Pro for translate live caption and follow the course in asynchron. Thank you.
Okay, we'll share you the recordings on each and every day. You can reach out to our admin team, and they will help you on that part.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. This is Harita.
Hello, Harita.
Can we get knowledge on TDM and mainframes, automating through Tosca, like this?
TDM will try to cover, because the current how the structure course is designed in such a way to predominantly see on the file automations, advanced automation paths. So if time permits, definitely we'll go into TDM and because that is a very small part, nothing but the data will be coming from another repository to here. That's all. So that is a very simple part. Maybe I'll try to show in the form of simple use cases. But as of now, the code is well packed in a way. It is targeting for the advanced automation approach. So TDM, I will cover in the basic level, which will be helpful for you to understand the TDM, what is TDM, why it is required, and what is the benefits and all. That part I will definitely cover.
Okay, what about how far we are driving with the API testing with Tosca?
So in terms of API, we'll be hitting the API URLs and getting the source and verifying that API nodes. And also we'll be converting those APIs into form of XMLs, and APIs. I hope you are working on APIs. So how the APIs will be is it will be having dynamic data in nature. So our test case also should be in dynamic. So that part also we'll be covering. So every time we'll be hitting the API, and getting the response verified also.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm seeing a request from Van. Yeah, go ahead, Van.
Yeah, nothing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, hi, Ravi here.
Yeah, hello, Ravi.
Yeah, my question is like, as you said, you will be giving few use cases for TDM, right? So, and there will be a feature related to the template creation, test case templates as well. So we also will be covering in this course like test case template creation and TDS data servers and TDS as well.
Yeah, we will. TDM is coming under the TDS only. So I'll give you the overview of it. And regarding the test case templates, right? We'll convert our individual test case into a template, so you will understand it even more. And that template will interlink with our TCDs. And test case design will be there. That area, if you see test case design will be there. So we will link our Tosca templates with the TCD section, so you can have the multiple design logics also.
So that will be covered in the part of the second week of session, or the which one it will be there in the
second week of session.
Okay, yeah.
Because this week it will be mostly on. It's a mix of peoples, right? We'll be having the beginners and the mid-level.
And what about the framework, Karthik? Like, is there any fixed framework like we have data-driven and other, right?
No, nothing like that. It's a model-based approach, actually.
Okay, model. Okay.
So coming to your question, the TCD part and the template we'll be covering on the next week. I mean the week 2.
Okay. Okay. For this data-driven, like how we can do, like.
For example, here how we are doing, we are giving one user and one password, right? So in the data driven, we can have multiple users that will be passed to the same test case, and one single particular test case can be used as an with the multiple test status. We'll cover all those on the feature classes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions?
Harita here again.
Hello, Rita.
Actually, I'm working with Tosca automation only, but my requirement is I need much depth knowledge in mainframes automation and SAP module frame automation. So if I get more depth in that, it would be good for me.
Mainframe automation currently is not added part of this course because that is not the major ask actually. But other than that, we are covering very advanced level of things like from handling the windows and the file validation. For example, we'll be generating reports from our applications, and we'll generating the bills or reports from in the form of Excel and PDF. That also we are covering, and we'll be looking into the execution list reports and whatnot. We'll be having the custom controls and custom module creations. Those we are covering, but we at present I don't have the setup of automating the mainframes because Tosca is the clients are not majorly looking with the Tosca on automating the mainframes actually.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
So, any questions from anyone else?
Yeah, hi, Anu, this is Pragyan. I
Hello,
have a
Pragyan.
question. Is Tosca helpful? It is used in our healthcare domain too? Because I have most of my experiences from healthcare domain.
So I was calling in some time before. I was working in a Salesforce application, right, in my current project. So my application is targeted on life science industry, which comes under the healthcare. What we will do is in hospitals, they'll be using multiple devices, right? For example, the sugar testing or else the thermometer, maybe kind of. When those applications are, when those, not the application, when those kind of thermometers device are not working means the hospital peoples or else the vendors will report that problems to the vendors, basically the one who created it. So yes, there is multiple industries are currently using Tosca on healthcare domains also. I worked in two major projects. One is major on life science industry where I'm working for past couple of years. And even before that, I worked for one of the client from US who is also from healthcare domain, who went and developed the COVID vaccines and all. That particular project is so interesting. Like at the time, COVID has came into picture over the world. Until that, they are having the process of meeting the doctors and getting the appointments, and all the data are stored in the form of manually written papers. And all of a sudden, they converted that manual process into UI, which means application. So there also Tosca came into picture because that's a fast forward agile. We went and implemented Tosca there also. So two major projects. I personally worked with Tosca on healthcare and life science.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So facets, I mostly work in claim processing in facets. So uh, for automating the claim process, can we use Tosca? Have ever used? I don't have experience yet.
So it's not about which industry, or it's not about what application it is. It is nothing like Tosca is applicable to only to this area, not applicable to that area. It's not like that. Tosca can able to automate whatever the UI application it is.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Thank you
it
so
can be
much.
from healthcare, it can be from finance, it can be from insurance, it can be from CRMs, it can be from support projects. Any projects, any industry, Tosca can able to automate as long it is in it is able to communicate with the application.
Okay, great. Yeah. Thank you for explaining. Thank you so much.
No issues. Thank you. Anyone having any other questions? Yeah, Vani.
Yeah, this is Mark, and Would you covering the topic for ALM integration or any other test management tool integration?
Yes, Tosca supports, for example, Tosca itself is having one of the test management tool called Q-Test that also I have worked, and that is also Tosca supports. But predominantly in the industry wide, two major tools has been used. One is Jira and ALM. Tosca supports integration with both of the applications. So in your project, if you're using ALM, you can ask your integration team to integrate Tosca with the ALM. So what will happen is you can trigger your test cases from ALM itself directly. And same to the Jira also. And if you link Jira, what is advantage is you can report the bugs directly from Tosca to the Jira itself. So that is from the test management perspective. And from other integrations, you can integrate your Jenkins, Dex agents for the continuous execution. And for reporting, you can directly integrate your Jenkins with the team city, which will give you the dashboards. How many test cases has been ran and how many got executed, how many was passed. So Tosca supports on major of the integrations. All you required is the plugin which you need to download from the Tosca server, and that should be linked with the another plugin, which is from Jenkins or else the ALM or else from the Jiras. That integration team will be mostly taken care.
Yeah, so will you be covering any of those topics in these sessions, or how is it?
I'll be giving the insights of what is advantages and what will be the approach and what is majorly asked, what is the benefits around it. But we won't be covering how the integration revolves, how to integrate it and all. Maybe post completing this particular session, we'll have one more session to cover the advanced topics like integrations with the third-party applications and all. Because in most of the organizations, all those integration parts are been taken care by the separate team who will be called as automation framework, support teams, or else given to the vendors itself.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
I have a question. So nowadays everywhere we have AI, right? So how we are using or implementing, the things of AI in our, Tosca application. So because in the market already we can see that even as you also told, few minutes before, we are using different AI related app for the coding as well. For example, even though in API testing, REST API, or wherever we required, yes, we are getting those details. If we have a particular project access for any AI related tool like Copilot or something. So I mean, are we covering anything as part of the AI things along with Tosca here? I mean, how we are using AI benefits in the Tosca or something like that, or will that be beneficial?
Yes, I'll give you the where the Tosca is heading in the near future, because until last year, because last year around February or March, if I'm correct, ChatGPT came into the picture, and within a span of a year, ChatGPT evolved into the. When I mention ChatGPT, it's about LLM. I'm talking about ChatGPT, Copilot, whatever the things. Now the market is moved towards the vibe coding, which means you don't need to know about any coding knowledge to develop the application itself. You just need to give the prompts and you can design the entire application itself. So now, where the Tosca stands, that will be the question mark even for me also a few months back. How the Tosca evolved is, as I said before, in Tosca, we are creating these modules. few years back, this is a kind of an advanced method. We don't need to write any codes. We just need to simply scan it. So those technical parts has been converted into Tosca modules, which will help you to automate something, right? Now, Tosca is going even more one step ahead. It is no need to scan at all. Or else if you scan, not a problem. You can come and ask here Tosca to create a test case for this particular modules. So it will do. So Tosca is moving towards the prompting again. That is in beta feature. So I won't be having access for you to showcase a demo over that part. But in near future, that is where the Tosca is also heading, because not only from the end user side, from the Tosca as a user, Tosca is a very big market. They are having a very big industry. So they are also forced to move to the AI. So they are working on it. So what is the intention is, you just need to right click and the window will come. And in the chat window, you need to give the prompts. They are structuring one kind of prompt now. I'll show it in the future classes, how the prompt will be there. And they are structuring the prompt. Once it is ready, they will roll it to the peoples. And as of now, it is coming as part of subscription basis. We need to subscribe separately and use that feature.
Okay.
So towards AI, yes, Tosca is also evolving towards that.
So for this program, when are we starting the sessions?
So
Is
today
the
the demo
schedule?
has been completed. Starting from tomorrow, sessions will be there. So
Okay.
daily from Monday to Friday at the same time, 9 p.m. IST to 10 p.m. IST, we'll be covering. Today it taken extra bit of time. Sorry about it, because I want to address all your questions and queries before you go ahead and pay for the course fees, right? So that part I want to ensure that you are not left out with any open questions. So that's why today I take an extra bit of time. But tomorrow we'll be sharp from 9 to 10.
So if in case we miss any of the sessions, will we get the recording for that?
Yes, definitely. Today's session also is getting recorded. We will be sharing.
Okay. And
Yeah, and
one
regarding the go ahead.
So you said that we also get to do the hands-on. So will you give some machines to us which we can access, or how can we do the hands-on?
Yeah, daily I'll be automating 1 or 2 scenarios, which is business use cases. You can try to replicate the same thing at end of your session. After a session, immediately after your session, some 30-40 minutes, you can try to sit in the same Tosca and try to do the hands-on immediately. So it will be helpful for you to grasp that knowledge. And after, if you get blocked somewhere, you can ping that snap to me. I'll be sharing the link tomorrow, which is for the addressing your queries, especially where you can take a screenshot and paste it and describe your issue, and I will address it over there itself. So you can have a full track of record. What is the issue you went through, and what is the response you got? On daily sessions, whatever I'm conducting, you can go and replicate after the session immediately, or else when you get some time. If you get blocked, you can take a screen print of that particular area or else particular UI and or else particular error. You can post it. I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Or else our team will be there. You can reach out to them at any time and they will try to address you.
Yeah. So actually, what I wanted to understand, how do we get the tool? Do we get any licenses from your side, or how do we get the sessions of that tool?
Yeah, as I said, like setup, I'll be covering in the future classes, maybe maybe day after tomorrow or something like that. So after that, you can start your hands-on central. So I will guide you where to navigate, how to download a Tosca, and how to create a license and all. I'll inform you. not a problem. I'll cover that part also.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, only
Thanks.
prerequisite is no problem. Only prerequisite you need to have the one laptop or desktop with you with a good internet connection. That's all.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions?
Is there any fast track sessions available?
Sorry, I couldn't able to get your question.
Is there any fast track sessions available?
Fast track sessions, even we want to go like 3 weeks of 2 weeks of training, but it won't be sufficient for you to cover major of the areas. So in the fast track section, you can just cover what is Tosca, or else you can directly jump into the advanced session on talking about some difficult use cases and scenarios. But we don't have that fast track session as of now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one
So
more
whoever
last
don't have
question
questions,
regarding certifications. You said, will it be done parallelly with the sessions, or after the session we need to do those whatever Tosca said?
it's up to you. You can just plan on your own. I'll cover the topics related to the certifications parallelly. So it will be easy if we cover those certifications during this time in itself.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, maybe in the future classes, right? I will say like what is certification, when you can start, or else if you already started and already are going through, that is well good enough. Or else if you're not started, not a problem. I'll say on my classes. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. And time is 10:30. I respect your time. So whoever don't have questions, feel free to drop off. I'll ask my team to share the demo video links, and they'll be reaching out to you, or else you can reach out to them for the course pieces and the future classes and all. Yeah, go ahead. If anyone has any new questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Okay.
for enrollment, we need to follow the same WhatsApp group we just created, right? We should get all the details
same.
on that.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any message after that.
So which group you are there?
The one where I got this Teams link, and it is DNM 2025. Some.
Yeah, same. Yeah, there itself you can
Yes,
post your query. Someone will try to address your query as soon as possible.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Fine. If no one has any questions, I'll wind up the session for today. Looking forward for the classes starting from tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.